Incredible. One of the greatest seasons in modern history is coming to an end. This is This Week in Formula 1. Marko admits Max brake tested Lewis in Jeddah, while I'll be dipped in dog poo. The Markster has admitted to making a boo-boo. At first Mr. Marko was as combative as usual. Is that a word, competitive? About Max and Lewis's weird little coming together at Jeddah, saying, "We feel we had been treated unfairly. We are working to prove Max's braking pressure did not increase when he crashed with Hamilton." Also saying, Hamilton simply misjudged and drove into Max's car. Unfortunately, that left two big cuts in our rear tire. That's why we couldn't attack anymore. Well, the Austrian themed mouth of the Red Bull has now changed tack, however, recently being quoted as saying, "At the time of the television interview, I passed on exactly the information I had previously received from the engineers. They obviously weren't right, so I'm sorry," he said to F1Insider.com. Well, goodness me gracious, well done Mr. Marko for admitting to making a mistake. It takes a big man to do so. Now, the two title challengers are head-to-head going into the final race. Exciting stuff, and I hope they don't go full Senna Prost in the last race.
Senna's looking for, and he's going through, out! Oh my goodness, this is fantastic! This is what we were fearing might happen during the race.
F1 2021 likened to Ultimate Fighting Championship? Bit strange this one. Mr. David, I'm so Scottish, my kilt is made out of recycled haggis and the Loch Ness Monster is my mother-in-law's best friend, Coulthard, has said that with pretty much anything being allowed on track nowadays, Formula 1 may as well be redefined as F1 UFC. If we look at UFC, as far as I know, there's only two rules, and it's about below the belt and it's about the eyes. And everything else goes. This now feels like Formula 1 has been redefined as F1 UFC, and pretty much anything is going, and then the stewards are stepping in, Coulthard told the F1 Nation podcast. Strange thing to say, but makes me think again. What about combining the two, F1 UFC? Half points for the race, other half for the fight afterwards. I bet you Mr. Horner and Wolf would have a lot less to say if there was a fight after the race. Todt returning to Ferrari. One of the main men behind Schumacher's dominant spell at Ferrari, current head of the FIA, and in my opinion, a freaking genius as team boss, Jean Todt may be on his way back to the Little Horsies when his spell at the FIA comes to an end. Corriere della Sera, in Italy I guess, has reported that the Frenchman may be heading back to Maranello as some sort of advisor sooner rather than later. Something like what Niki Lauda did at Mercedes. Todt is not getting any younger, and at about 75 years of age, time may be catching up to the man if he wants to impart some of his knowledge and experience back into the team he served really, so brilliantly. Brundle saddened by Max's tactics. I would have thought a man with such racing and commenting experience and former teammate of the Schumacher himself would be used to anything. But everybody's favourite commentator, Crofty, is not amused by Verstappen's recent tactics. Now even his truest fans would probably admit that the Dutchman has used some rougher tactics on track than may have been necessary this year. Not saying he was alone in doing this though, but that is not the subject we're talking about now. After his and Hamilton's weird little brake test front wing fender bender thingy in Saudi, Max was found mostly to blame by the powers that be, not me, not my opinion, doesn't matter what my opinion is, and given a 10-second penalty. The FIA's only way to control him is with endless reviews and occasional penalties, said Brundle. He's been playing the game, given that with his points advantage, Hamilton simply can't afford to have an accident with him and lose an opportunity to reduce the points deficit. Such is Max's car control and cunning, he's sometimes able to pull off the audacious moves and leave a margin of doubt as to whether it's hard racing or simply a professional foul outside of the regulations. Wrote Brundle, among other things, in his F1 blog for Sky Sports, which makes me wonder, is he really unhappy about Max's tactics? Having come from the cutthroat 80s and 90s as a driver? Or is the Britain's Union Jack showing again? The commentators have never been neutral, even in the days of Mario Walker. Yes, Verstappen has been aggressive on track, too much so in my opinion, but has he been more so than say Nico Rosberg, Lewis Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel, or the untouchable legends called Schumacher, Senna, Prost and Montoya have been in the past? Special Mclaren livery. Mclaren has seemingly blown it in the race for third with little horses, but at least fans will have a special livery to see out the season. A special Vusi, the sponsors, will be run in Abu Dhabi for their Driven by Change campaign, which aims to give chances to up-and-coming artists over the age of 25 to shine. Good for them. Not much of an artist myself, but I can relate how flippin' difficult it is to carve a niche for yourself in a competitive market. Good for them. So that's pretty much it for the season then. Here's hoping that the best man wins it this weekend, and that it's a good and fair race without any stupid or life-threatening incidents, which leads me to our thought for the week. 2 Timothy 4 verse 7. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race, and I've kept the faith. Verse 8. And now there is in store for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to me on that day, and not only to me, but also to all who have longed for his appearing. Keep going in faith in the Lord Jesus Christ, and it will be worth it. Now it's off to meme world. Haha, I'm a funny guy. I know I'm not. Just enjoy the memes. God bless you. Have a great weekend, and I hope that the grace of this weekend is as great as the season was. God bless.